This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to Halas Report. You got two guys who have no opinions on the night. Good evening, Woody.
Word.
Woody and I never have any opinions about anything. We just agree with Dan all the time.
And I always hold back. I never say what I'm thinking.
Never. Speaking of Dan, Dan's got a message from his wife. He was recovering from his procedure. So speedy recovery to our buddy Dan. And hopefully we'll see you back on here soon. And hopefully you'll be able to watch the game tomorrow. But I think he'll be home by tomorrow. He was in recovery. I think it was a day deal. So he was in recovery. It was last week. We got everything went well. So hopefully Dan will be back up in action to be able to watch the game tomorrow. And hey, we got a game tomorrow. But before that, we all got a surprise last night or yesterday afternoon.
Yep.
Who saw that coming?
Not me. I thought they were going to probably wait till maybe the end of the year or towards the end of the year. Not now, but congrats to DJ.
Yeah, he's got 2 years left on the current team-friendly deal. And we all figured, well, that'd be an extension they do in the offseason. And he does another team-friendly deal. I think it works out to like 27.5 a year.
4-year, 110.
Is what it breaks down to, though, with somewhere around there. 82 or 83 million guaranteed. First player in NFL history to have the first 10 years of his career guaranteed. 100% guaranteed money.
Smart.
Yeah. And you know what else I think is smart? He took a team-friendly deal. Take a team-friendly deal, you get a lot more guaranteed. They have a lot more cap room to work needs. They don't have to sacrifice another position to pay him. Look at here it is.
Hello, Mike from the roof.
Yeah, hello from the roof, Mike. We figured you were
fucking fall.
No. Oh, he sits on the ground now and tells people.
He sits on the ground in his truck. I got you.
Yeah. And hey, Billy, who's in Canton, Ohio today. He's going to be at the game tomorrow. He, of course, had some debate on the defense sign, if he was going to include Peppers on the sign or not. Ultimately, he posted about 6 hours ago that Peppers is on the sign. He's actually on the D. So, yeah, we got Bears football tomorrow. No starters, so we won't see DJ Moore with his shiny new contract. No Caleb Williams. No Rumadunze. No Keenan Allen. None of the new acquisitions, really, that will be starting. Now, a couple of the draft picks will be playing. Bagent will be starting. How much do you think we're going to see a Bagent versus Ripken?
I see Bagent first half, maybe going into third quarter. I don't see them splitting evenly. So I say within mid third quarter they'll probably throw Ripken in.
Okay. Oh wait, let's see. Look at it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know what you should do? Hard labor on the computer and watch your own show, bud, like you are. Producer.
Yeah. Welcome to the Woody and Ken Show, brought to you by Halas Report. We're going to rename the show.
All right.
No, we don't.
I wanted to say about DJ Moore after he signed that contract. They asked him, why'd you sign? He's like, well, I know the Bears are going to have a bright future. So there's something there, hopefully.
I mean, we were talking about the morning show, and they're like, oh, it's so smart. You get ahead of the big money He'd have to spend 30, 35 mil, but he still signed. And then someone said, oh, his agent sucks. I'm like, his agent's Drew Rosenhaus.
No, yeah, Drew Rosenhaus has how many players in the NFL?
He's one of the best agents in the league. Like, we used to hear his name, and it's like hearing Scott Boras with baseball. You hear Drew's name, you're like, oh, we're fucked. But, he signed it. Look, they came to him with a number, and he liked it, and he signed it. He didn't. You know what I like more about this? I mean, first off, I like that Ryan had the fortitude, or the gumption, the fortitude, whatever you want to call it, to offer it a year early.
Yep.
And then say, here's the deal: 4-year extension on top of the 2 years you already have. And that Moore said, I'm not going to break the bank. 27.5-year average, 82, 83 million guaranteed. And we got a bright future. And now that locks up me, Caleb, and Rome for the next 5 seasons. I think I like where this is going.
And that probably hurts Keenan Allen's contract if you think he's getting one this year.
It does. Yeah, Billy, I'll drop the link. You know what I did, Billy, is I dropped it to your defense page. But let
Billy,
me
come on. You know the link. You talk to Mike. You have the link. You made the link.
Let me get to Billy here on Facebook here.
But yeah, Keenan Allen's he's probably thinking, oh shit, this is probably my 1-year rental to shine.
All right, link's coming on the way, Billy. I'm sending it right now. It's in your inbox. So this morning we were talking about it, and I think this lowers the cost. Like, a lot of people are under this misconception, though, that Keenan Allen's making $35 million this year. He is not. His cap hit is 35. His paycheck is 18. He didn't want to take a pay cut. That's why he wanted out of San Diego. Then he talked about the market. But now comes the number one receiver in the team, DJ Moore, takes a very team-friendly 4-year, 110 extension. That's roughly 27.5 a year. Right?
Yeah.
You're not going to pay Keenan more than that.
No.
I wouldn't. How much would you pay Keenan, let's say, on a 2-year extension?
What's up, Billy? You're on mute, bud. You're on mute. I can't, Billy.
I got you now. I saw it. I
can't fucking hear you, Billy. You there?
You can hear me now. I know you can. Don't play with me.
I gotta. It's hard to say what they would pay Keenan Allen because we haven't seen him play yet. If he's gonna shine, I don't know. I really don't.
So, yeah, Bill, you're in Canton for the game tomorrow, an induction ceremony. And then, of course, probably while you were driving to Canton, they dropped the DJ Moore contract.
Yeah, I seen all that.
Yep.
And then, team-friendly deal, right? 27.5 over, a 4-year extension. So we got him for 6 more years on the field in Chicago. We have Caleb, DJ, Rome for 5 locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Caleb after 3, you might have to renegotiate, and Rome after 4, after you do the 5th-year option, you'll have to do an extension. Got it. But for 5 years, basically, we've got that core intact.
Yeah.
What do you think that does for the Bears in terms of keeping Keenan Allen past this year?
I guess it all depends on what he does.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I was shocked. Like you say, you don't see that very often. It's just like, let's get everybody paid and out of the way. It's just like, wow. It's like, okay. So it's like that's good. And like I say, we're locked in for a few years. So everything's looking, they're making turns in the right direction.
Yeah. Poles, man, he keeps rolling.
I mean, Poles isn't perfect. We've had, Nate Davis, I guess we can call a mistake now.
Mm-hmm.
That was a miss. I mean, but you can't blame him. He looked good before he got here. And then he got here and couldn't stay healthy. He looks like he's being replaced at right guard now. Borum is on the chopping block per polls, which is interesting. I'm sure he'll get some very important snaps tomorrow for him. But with Keenan Allen, I mean, look at Keenan. I think it comes down to what Keenan Allen expects to get paid. like if he's willing to play for 15 mil a year over 2 years, like a 2-year $30 million extension, maybe as high as a 2-year 40 at 40, but make it, let's say, all guaranteed or 30, 75% of it or so guaranteed. If he's willing to do that, I would not complain if he's healthy enough to play 9-10 games and create nightmares for defensive coordinators who already have their hands full of DJ and Rome. I'm not against it. But at the same time, I'm not against going with Scott or one of these young bloods and spending some more money on the O-line.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got to watch. We got to see what they do. I mean, that's we're gonna see soon. I mean, football's here. That's all I'm happy about.
Billy, you're out there now at the Hall of Fame game. I know you probably heard that there's no starters going to be playing tomorrow.
Yeah, there's no starter.
What do you think about the running back position? Who do you think's going to go tomorrow to start right off the bat?
I don't know who they're gonna try to start, man. Okay, I'm excited. I get to see Bajan.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, arm wrestle his dad while you're out there, will you?
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm gonna look for him. I'm definitely gonna look for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think honestly, if I'm Eberflus, I'm not playing Herbert or Swift. I want to keep people guessing who the starter is. Yeah. Roshan. I'm gonna just feed Roshan for the most of the game, and then let the fodder guys come in after that. Like, get Roshan snaps. Don't even let Khalil Herbert or DeAndre Swift even smell the field tomorrow.
No.
Don't let everyone know if Swift is going to be the starter or if it's going to be Khalil, because Khalil, in my book, I still say Khalil's a starter. And Swift is more two-back set, situational set, but he's not the workhorse. That's Khalil. That's, to me, right now, until Roshan beats them both out, which could happen this year.
That's what I'm kind of excited to see. I'm kind of excited to see Roshan. I want to see, I want to see him do some damage. I'm
going to show you something, Billy. Came today. See that little orange helmet right there?
Yeah.
That's a Roshan. It came today on the Bears mini alternate. Got my Roshan.
Even though there's no starters playing tomorrow, I still don't want, injuries. This is our depth. So I picked Roshan to have a breakout year this year. So Billy, tell him not to play too much. Don't run over people. Just go right up the middle.
Yeah, like I say, I'd like to see him play at least a quarter, and then start throwing some other people in, man. Let's see what else we got out there.
I think we'll see a lot of Tyler Scott. I think we're going to see a lot of
Pettis.
We'll see a lot of them. I think we'll see more now. When you said starters, usually that does not mean the offensive line.
Right?
I mean, usually the offensive line, they get more playing time in the preseason than everyone else does.
Yeah, about to say I would believe that our offensive line, maybe we're going to see some. I mean, they gotta get in there and do some work.
That's what I'm saying. I think we might see some O-line action tomorrow.
Besides the upcoming players I want to see play. This is the first game tomorrow. I'm interested to see how this kickoff rule is started.
Yeah, I was listening to that on the drive in, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, wow. I was like, hey, they changed this shit up.
We've been talking about it.
Like I told Ken before, these punters better learn how to tackle.
And they gotta drop it. They gotta drop it in the certain in a certain yardage. I mean, if it's short of the yardage, it's like okay, it only goes to the 40. What if somebody takes off and thinking, oh, I thought, and they get hit? It's like, oh, I didn't know the play was dead.
So the ball. There's a couple things. The ball has to land within the landing zone, which is the red zone.
Yep.
Essentially, if the ball touches the ground, so there's no more squib kicks.
Nope.
The second the ball would hit the ground, touch the ground, it's dead, and they go to the 40. If it goes through the end zone, if it 30. Bounces in the end zone and goes out, it's a 30. However,
if it goes short, it's to the 40.
Right, but here's the interesting thing, as far as normal kicks, and then we'll get to the specialty stuff in a minute. The way the rule reads, and we were on the morning show, Rob pulled it up, read all the rules verbatim from the NFL. There's one rule they didn't cover, I don't think, that we were looking for. As you know, we drafted a certain punter because of his ability to angle and pin people.
Yep.
If the ball hits the 2-yard line, which is in the box, in the box that needs to go. If it hits in the 2-yard line and goes out the side touch line, the way we understand the rule is you just pinned them on the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
Don't tell
So
me.
now, think of it this way. Now you score a touchdown, and you have a good kicker, and you get that scenario. The ball hits at the 5, goes out of the bounds at the 2. You just put your defense on their 2-yard line. They're backed up in the corner. You want to talk about making a bad situation worse for a team. You can, so now you're going to have, like, Santos might not be doing the kickoffs. It might be our punter.
Yep. Strongest.
And that's why you're hearing guys like Tyreek Hill being talked about doing kickoff returns. Justin Fields for a minute was being talked. Now I think he might be the starter. We can talk about that in a minute, what's going on there in Pittsburgh. But now they're talking like with Fields, they're saying, well, yeah, because you could have Fields on one side, a speed guy in the other. And if the ball goes to Fields, being that he's a quarterback, he throws a lateral or backwards pass to the other side of the field and boom, guy's gone. So you can have a design play that way. For kicking it, you have a design play to pin them deep, right? But you got to be careful, right? Because if you go too far, you got the penalties. Now, the interesting part is the onside kick, well, basically doesn't exist anymore. It does, but it doesn't. The rules are only in the fourth quarter, only if you're losing, and you have to tell the official that you're doing it.
Yep.
Tell it.
No surprise.
You have to announce it to the other team and the officials, and then it's the old school onside kick rule. So to me, they just got rid of the onside kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them the playbook. Give them their own playbook as well.
Can I look at your playbook?
Yeah. What the fuck?
I mean,
man?
what? Look at the Saints and their Super Bowl win. How'd they get that win? The onside kick to start the second half is what got them the win.
Not expected.
Yeah. So, but I'm wondering, guys, how many teams? Because we look at the schedules. And look for the Bears. I think for the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions. I've said this on the morning show, and I did say it's about all 4 teams. But the Vikings have had some unfortunate events, so I'm taking them out of that conversation. These other 3 teams in our division all have 17 games on their schedule. When they look at their schedule and say all 17 games are winnable, there are some really tough ones, but every game on our schedule this year, guys, I think is winnable. There's not one game on the Bears schedule where I go, yeah, we got no chance.
I have a few.
I think Houston's going to be a big battle.
Houston. And I believe we should have swept Detroit last year. I should have, could have, would have. Right. But every 7 years, Detroit wins on Thanksgiving. This year, they're going to win on Thanksgiving, Detroit. So,
but I mean, it's a game. But when you look at the schedule, like I agree. In fact, the Texans might be the hardest team that everyone in the division plays.
Yeah.
Right. But we can still beat the Texans. It's not outside. Mm-hmm. That's not going to be a 3-score game. That's going to be a field goal, a touchdown game.
Onside kick.
Yeah, right. They're all winnable. So I'm wondering though, how many teams like a Carolina Panthers are going to beat a team like a San Francisco 49ers or they're going to beat Atlanta or they're going to beat Tampa because of this new rule.
Huh.
If Cordero Patterson's healthy, look out for Atlanta. They might have just became 14-game winners.
Yep.
Because that dude, he's dangerous with the ball in his hand on a kickoff.
Yep.
So I'm just wondering how many games are going to be flipped on their heads because of the kickoff rule.
Yep.
It's going to be a little confusing for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they're practicing every day on those special teams.
Well, there's no more gunners. Gunners are gone.
Mm-hmm. And what they got two. They got two. What they got two receivers are that receiving the ball. We got two. They got 2 in the zone, ain't it?
Well, you almost have to, because if the ball drops in the rule states that any ball that drops into the zone has to be returned. There's no fair catch. You have to either down it or return it. So you have to be able to cover that entire red zone. With one guy can't cover the whole thing.
No, there's going to be 2 in that zone.
There's got to be 2 to cover. Otherwise, you're going to angle to where they're not and pin them deep.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing the rule says, the kicker cannot go past, I believe it's the 50 or the 40 until the other. Okay, so the way they line up 10 yards apart, I think at the 30 and the 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
the guys who line up on the 30 and the 40 may not move at all until the ball is caught, until it's touched. The punter or the kicker can move, but he can only go as far as the 50 until the ball is touched.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Then they can all go. So it's advantage to the receiver.
Mhm.
And now you're not going to have gunners. You're not going to get walls and all this other. It's going to be interesting. But that's why every team's got a former USFL guy on their roster.
Yeah.
Well,
And it should be a little bit more touchdowns, like you said. As long as like I said, they're not moving until you're like the ball's being touched. So if it's dropped and then everybody's going, I mean, there should be a little bit more touchdowns now.
I wonder how if the safety works the same way as well when you're punting it away. If you get a safety, wonder how that works because that's a kickoff with a punt when you get a safety.
The punt. Oh, you mean like if we get a safety,
Yeah, like-
they got it's a free kick? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's more treated like it's still treated like a punt. I don't
They
think the
didn't-
rules for that.
They didn't get that far yet.
yeah,
I haven't-
They forgot about it.
That's a good question, though. I mean, it's going to happen.
yeah.
It's going to happen. Obviously, it happens every year.
We're gonna see a 5-minute delay in that game when it first happens. They're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wait, what do we do here? I don't know. I mean, It's still a free kick. It's still a free kick, but no, actually, no, I do know the free kick follows the same rule. It's a free kick, but it still has to fall in the zone, and the guys can't move.
Wow, it's like the fucking Pro Bowl. Like I swear to God.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the vibe like in Canton right now?
It's not bad. It's just talking about a lot of bad weather, man. That's about it. The weather's going to be coming in. We're supposed to get a little rain tonight, and then it's supposed to be a little not bad tomorrow. But I think somewhere around 7-8 o'clock, around the game time and all that stuff, we're supposed to be getting some bad weather, and it's supposed to be fucked up weather. But it's all right. We're out here. We're going to party all weekend.
Did you drive the van or haul the van?
No, the van's in the city. Van's back at home. Van don't come with me.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't come. I don't drive that. I don't want to put mileage on that thing.
What
I gotta buy a
jersey you wearing?
trailer. I gotta buy a trailer so I can put it on a trailer and tow it.
Are you wearing your defense jersey, or you got a Hall of Famer you're wearing?
I got my Buckus on. I got my jersey that I always wear, and I got my obviously I'm in the seventh. I'm in the seventh row in the end zone. Hold on. See, I got the sign, and I had to get Peppers on there. A lot of people were talking about it.
I got you.
They were like, where's Peppers at? I was like, he's all right. I was like, hey, I was his fan. I had his jersey.
Yeah.
He had a good 4 years with us. I enjoyed him. I cheered him on. I'll show him some respect.
My Lovey was at his house at 12:01 the day free agency started signing. Remember that? They flew down to Charlotte, and that's when the league year started at 12:01. At 12:01, they were, Julius, we're at the front door. Hello, it's not pizza. Come sign a contract, please.
Yeah. Billy, stand next to Peppers. I want to see how tall he is, really.
He is actually a big guy. I think he's about 4 or 5 inches bigger, taller than me.
So you're out there.
I met him at Soldier Field when he was here.
So you're out there. I take it Don Watcher's out there.
Everybody's out here.
Air Mysterio's out there. Okay.
Air Mysterio's making their way. Our whole clan's coming out here. Like I said, there's some big parties going on. We got some stuff going on for Mongo. Tail Greeter actually's got a lot of stuff going on for the Mongo benefit for ALS. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on out here.
That's going to be a lot of. He's obviously going to be there. Mongo.
No, he's not. Mongo's not going.
I was going to say that would have brought a lot of tears to people's eyes.
But they're having a big event for him, which is pretty cool. But I won't be at that event. I'll be up at this big old tailgating Hall of Fame event. So that's where I'll be with most of all of our clan. But there's so much stuff going on out here.
Well, you got to figure it's got to be not only just because we have the game, but because we have 3 Bears going in the hall. That's going to be a very Bears heavy crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be packed tomorrow. Like say, you got the enshrinement, then you got the dinner, then you got the game. So we got so much stuff on Thursday, and then Friday they got the ball for Mongo, and then Saturday and we party basically. We party up in a place called Cuddy's Sunset up in Louisville, Ohio, which is like 15 minutes out of Canton. So that's where we all set up with all the tailgates from the NFL. We all set up in one camp area, and we set up and we bunkered down we already started setting up tonight. So everybody will start piling in. Everybody will get all their canopies all up. Everybody will get all set up, all our bars, and everybody just starts cooking and having a good time.
Yep. They need to do a tailgate in Hall of Fame is what they need to do.
Well, that's where we're at. Where this is the tailgating Hall of Fame. I mean not for Canton though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Don's obviously in the Hall of Fans.
Yeah,
but they need to get the tail, the tail gators in there too.
Yeah, and like I said, they got so much stuff going on. There will be tailgates I wish they would have that at the Hall of Fame like that. Hey, your tailgate when they're like say with Don, with Bearman and all the other super fans that are in there. That would be pretty cool. But like I say, there's so much stuff out here. It's going to be great. It's a great time.
So tomorrow we get the enshrinement. We get football, even though it's no starters, but it's football's here. I think camp. We all kind of like, well, my feelings on camp. It's camp. You're gonna get all the hype. Oh, look at these awesome throws, but it doesn't feel like football until someone gets on a field and hits someone that's not their own team.
And you got fans in the stands cheering.
Yeah.
Yep. OTAs? What?
Yeah. I mean, look at the video that's coming out of Bears camp of what's going on there. Yeah, it looks great. And look at the video that's coming out of Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we might get that 4th round pick.
Yeah.
Little injury to Russ.
Boy might shine over there.
I'm telling you, a little injury to Russ, and Justin says, "Here, Russ, hold my jock strap." And he goes in and he's tearing it up.
He's got something to prove.
Yeah. Oh, change of scenery.
Yeah.
I mean, I like what we're hearing about Caleb too. Like some of the Lions fans, he just wants to make sure his locker room is clean. What a diva! It's like no, that makes sense though. When you heard the veterans talk, they're like, here this rookie gets up, and we're like, oh. Rookie, they're rookies. What are rookies going to say? And he gets up and he says, hey, guys, there's a lot of us. There's only a few janitors with a ton of real estate to cover. Let's do them a favor and stop throwing our half-empty water bottles and dirty towels all over the place. Let's be men and pick up after ourselves. And the vets are like, well, goddamn. I mean, that's leadership. That's attention to detail. I mean, that's positive to me.
Be different for me if I was in there. I said, knock your teeth out. Get the fuck back and pick up my pads, bitch.
Well, Roshan Johnson was picking up water bottles after meetings last year as a rookie, and they were saying he does those small little things that people, I like it. I think it's good that he's not trying to, this is how we're going to run the team because I'm the quarterback. But he's like, guys, let's be men. Let's be adults. Let's help out the support staff and not leave half-drunk water bottles all over the place like a bunch of kids.
Yep.
Hey, nothing bad about that. And then they're talking to the other staffers. They say, well, Justin, some days you didn't know he'd come and be a little moody. He wasn't but with Caleb every day, it's like the attitude is different, more positive. So, I mean, it's camp, though, but I like what I'm hearing so far. And seeing
it's all camp and preseason, and like I say, I'll just wait. We won't be able to see what we got until I say at least week 3 with this kid.
I mean, I did like the one video release, that off-platform sidearm leaping throw to Rome on a dime. Like that got like, we haven't seen that in Chicago. Somebody even attempt something like that, practice or not. So that I'm like, okay, so the kid's got some flashy skills. Let's see how they translate to the season.
Yep.
Yeah. Rome. Bear Mysterio they just showed this video of Bear Mysterio welcoming him to Chicago.
Oh,
did you guys see that?
I've
been seeing it on social media today because they have like a video of all the rookies in the NFL, and it shows all the rookies, even Caleb Williams. They're talking to him, asking questions, and the next thing you know, they turn on the TV and it's fans welcoming them to their city. So Bear Mysterio got the video to welcome Rome to Chicago. That was pretty cool.
So week 1 with Caleb Williams, Billy, what color do you think his fingernails will be?
Orange and blue.
Okay.
Orange and blue.
I regular. I wouldn't paint him. That's just me. But anyway.
No, he's going to paint him. Trust me, dude. Everybody's going nuts painting him. Even Bear Mysterio. I think Bear Mysterio's fucking nails are orange and blue right now.
Actually, what's his name for USA Track? The 100, 200 kid. God, what's his name? Noah. Is it Noah Wiles or whatever? On his nails for the Olympics, I think it says be legendary or be legend or something like that. I mean, he's doing the nails too. So I mean, look, what Caleb is doing is not anything new. There are other athletes doing it. I think it's funny with some of the fan bases, poking fun, using maybe some slurish kind of language when talking about them, as far as sexual orientation language. But you know what? If he wants to put "Go Bears" or "Da Bears" or paint them orange and blue, who cares, man? As long as he's throwing touches. That's like Dennis Rodman. Who cares what color his hair is? Does he rebound?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't shock us here. We had Dennis Rodman. Man, he married himself. I mean, he walked around in a dress and
yeah,
he won his championship. I didn't care. I didn't care what he did. He kept bringing his fucking rings.
when the Packer fans after we draft that, so, oh my God, they're gonna be in dresses in pink phones. I'm like, but he's this. I'm like, and I said just that. I said we had Dennis Rodman. The dude married himself. You think we care?
Yep.
Oh. No, we don't.
Hopefully, Caleb Williams does the same thing. If not, you better unpaint him.
That's right.
Well, I've been looking at the season one of three ways in terms of Caleb. If he is what they say he is, and is this phenom, generational guy, 15 wins in a Super Bowl appearance, yeah, it could happen. If he's half of what they say he is, 10, 11 wins, playoff appearance, yeah. If he's a quarter of what they say he is, 7 wins. If he craps the bed completely, he won't be in town more than 2 or 3 years.
I just want to see what our offensive line looks like. That's what I want to see. I mean, any quarterback that we have back there, if you got an offensive line with our weapons, we should be able to dominate. So let's hopefully our offensive line shows up.
It looks like Nate Davis might be on his way out.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard.
What?
They moved the kid we got from the Bills. What's his name that we got from the Bills? He's now the right guard. Yeah. And the guy we got from the Rams is going to be the center. That's what it looks like now on the depth chart. I'm like, okay. If the other guys can stay healthy and those guys can stay in the green on PFF, then we're okay. Because Nate Davis was like yellow last year, and everyone who played center was dark red. So if you can keep these guys in the green, that means Caleb is going to be in the green. It means the receivers are going to be in the green. The running backs are going to be everyone's going to be in the green.
All right.
Well, Nate Davis got hurt again, so
all right, guys, they're calling me. I got to get out of here.
All right,
go Bears, brothers.
Go Bears. Enjoy the game tomorrow, brother.
Definitely. I'll talk to you guys.
I'll talk to you later. Yeah, he's gonna have fun at that game tomorrow. But yeah, Nate Davis has been hurt since he got here.
Yep. Now, do we keep him, or we cut him, or do we trade him?
I don't think anyone's going to trade for him. You probably just have to cut him and take the $2 or $3 million in the cap hit. Do we want to see what his cap hit is?
Yeah.
Go over the cap. I'll bring it on screen here in a minute.
$11 million. Wait up.
Yeah, it's his cap number. Wow, look at his dead cap. Well, I'll bring it up on the screen. Let me kill these ads real quick.
It says 11.35 million his cap hit would be.
No, it's worse than that. Hold on. I'll show it to everyone so everyone can see it.
Seventh is the 7th highest on the team.
All right. So, an ad right off the bat. Okay. So, if you look, here's Nate Davis highlighting it for everyone. Look at the dead cap if you cut him. 12.7. Wow. Now, June 1st, after the season, it goes to 1.3. That's palatable. We can do that. Oh, wait, no, that's a savings. I'm sorry. Wait, no, that's a. Oh, no, cap savings. No, okay. So no, if we cut them before June 1st, that's the net the hit.
Oh, they don't. Yeah, 11.3. Like I said, 11.3.
So we lose. Yeah, we lose 1.3 off whatever the cap number.
Yeah,
because it's negative equity.
Yeah, it's seventh highest on the team. His cap hit is. Yep.
Let me see if they've got DJ Moore's new contract in here yet. Let's see here. No, they don't. Over the cap hasn't updated it yet. So no new contract up there. But look at, you've got all these guys from the 51 down. That's a lot of money that's going to go back into the coffers. And there are a couple guys here who might not make the team. Where's Borum at? There he is. Borum, he's not much of a cap hit. He's a cap savings of $3 million if we cut him. There's your favorite player.
Damn.
He's making more than Rome.
Well, he's a rookie. Of course he will.
Yeah,
Where's
kind of funny.
What's Jenkins? There he is, above Kyler Gordon.
So you save 1.8 if you cut him. I don't know if you cut him, though. He's on a rookie deal. Andrew Billings, I think that's the kid we just got, right? Oh, come on.
Billings, no. No, we had Billings. We already had him.
Yeah, I'm trying. Ryan Bates, that's the guy we got from
Buffalo.
He's at right guard right now.
Yep.
Yeah, he's at right guard.
Was that saying he's making no salary?
Almost. So, I mean, doing good on contracts overall. But yeah, Nate Davis, I don't see how he stays. Let me see what happens on post June 1st. Yeah, we save money if we get rid of him after June 1st.
So you might as well hold him and bench him.
Still gonna have a, but look at your cap savings is only 600,000. I mean, we're almost stuck with them.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's where we're at on some contracts. Now, over the cap hasn't added in the extension yet. Not worried about the money. They'll get the money where it needs to be for the season. I'm sure we'll come into the season with about 10 million or so in cap space because there are some trade bait guys out there. You've got, but it's going to take money on some of these. You've got, God, why am I brain farting? New England edge rusher. He's holding out. He wants a new contract.
Judon
wants money.
Shit. Imagine.
So now there's, if we could trade for Judon, look, I would give up Carolina's second round pick for Judon, but now you got to figure out a way to pay him $40 million a year.
Wow, you know that would be key, man.
If we, but he could be a preseason if they can't get to a contract to him, or it could be a trade deadline guy. But it's hard for New England because they're rebuilding and he's a key piece right now.
Yeah,
if they can get capital and get rid of this disgruntled guy and free up a bunch of money, I mean, if you had Judon with Tez. Woo.
I would take him, trade him just for draft picks, man.
I think that's what it'd be. Well, no, I'll throw in Nate Davis too.
Yeah, here. That would be funny as hell, man. Here, Drake May. Here's your new right guard.
Meet Nate Davis. You might see him only for 2 or 3 days during the season, but they will be the greatest 2 or 3 days of your season.
Wow.
But so Judon, of course, you've got the situation in Philly, another edge rusher who wants money.
Who's that?
Why am I brain fart now?
Not Riddick.
Yeah, Riddick. Hassan Riddick wants.
He went to the Jets.
Or I'm sorry, I mean Riddick. Yeah, not in Philly. He's in the Jets, but he wants money. So
Yeah,
so Hassan Riddick. If you can, but I don't know what if the Jets are going to want to move off him. They may end up paying him, but they're kind of strapped for cash. There's some other. Of course, you still got Ngakoue out there. I think you can get him for cheap at this point.
Right.
I think you get
the Sheagles were crazy to get rid of Riddick. Crazy. Because Graham's retiring after this year. He already announced it. But getting rid of Riddick, one of your star sack guys last couple of years, you're nuts. That's why Sheagles fans and Sheagles the team don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, but they got a good running back.
Wow.
I'm trying to give them something to smile about.
Whew.
You know, gotta have something to smile about in Philly.
Nah. What?
Besides
Saquon, non-contact injury Barkley?
Yeah, it's true. But I think the NFC North is the division in the NFC to watch this year, talent-wise. But
team-wise, I mean, Jesus, all 4 teams could make the playoffs.
Yeah, but you know,
I don't see Minnesota.
Yeah, the rookie corner dies in a car wreck, and he was doing the right thing. Then they lose another one to an ACL for the season.
Yep.
That defense took a massive hit right there.
Yep.
And I don't know if they're a 10-win team now. I think they're going to be in the basement. That secondary for them, we haven't even started yet. It's already decimated.
Well, Harrison Smith, he's old.
That's a team that's going to get a lot of. You know what they're going to be like, Woody? They're going to be like the 1980 Lions. They're either going to get a ton of pressure on the quarterback or they'll get none.
Now with Addison, with his bullshit going on, they're talking about signing Adam Thielen back. But I still think J.J. McCarthy is going to start week 5, week 6.
Wait, what's it? What? Oh, because he got a DUI, right?
Yeah. But we don't know. Like, you might get charged with, the law, but the team's going to have to take action as well. I mean, if he, for some reason, if he won't get off, DUI is.
Yeah, but Thielen's not leaving Carolina. He's under contract in Carolina.
Yeah, they're talking about trading and getting him back. That was the rumor. Rumors.
You think Carolina will go for? I mean, they're going to have to pay a price to pry him out of. Because look, it's not that Carolina's going to be good, but Thielen's like the bright spot in that offense.
He's also up in age too.
He is, but I think they're counting on him to mentor and teach these young kids they're bringing in. I mean, look, he's good for that for sure. Quality dude, but Minnesota is going to have issues. But this division,
it's kind of sad that the teams have all these issues before the season starts. But it was off-field shit.
Green Bay making Jordan Love the highest paid quarterback.
Yeah,
after one season.
I would have gave him a big contract, but not be the highest paid.
I mean, I get it. They had no choice but to pay him, right? You had no choice. What were you going to do? You had to give this guy 35 to 45 million, probably minimum. And I get it because of the market. But to give this guy, 53 mil a year?
Yeah.
I think he's technically not the highest paid. I think he's in the top 3. But after one season on the field, you're going to give him 53 mil a year?
It's these quarterbacks are crazy. Look what they did at Danny Fumbles. He had not a great year. He had like a mediocre good year. And look at the Giants gave him $45 million a year.
Well, in defense of his contract, though, at least they had a couple years of watching him grow playing games.
But
in Jordan Love's case, They had 3 years of watching this guy sit on the bench at practice.
Yep.
I mean, granted, he was phenomenal last year in the back half.
Yep.
Maybe the best in the league. But that's it. I mean, look, if he plays well, then Goody's going to look okay. If he has a sophomore slump or they crap the bed, they're going to run that front office out of town in Green Bay.
Yep.
That was a risk. I get it, though. You had to give him money. You had to pay him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in Green Bay.
To be in the top 3, though, that's a little pushing a little bit.
The Green Bay fans, because I have to talk to 2 of them every day.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that the way it's structured is a little more team-friendly in a way, and they can get out of it, and the money's not too bad for the first 2 or 3 years. It's more backloaded, and there's team options, this, that, and the other. But still, I'm sorry. After one season,
yeah. Imagine if he didn't get the Green Bay Packers into the playoffs.
Well, all you had to do was have Kirk Chains not get hurt.
Yeah.
If Kirk Chains doesn't get hurt, the Packers don't make the playoffs last year.
No.
But don't tell a Packer fan that they'll tell you.
No.
Oh, we were going to get in the playoffs anyways. So, rules don't apply to us. Whatever happens to other teams in the NFL, that does not apply to Packer fans. We're installing a brand new defense. It will be ready to go week 1 with no growing pains. Unlike any other team in the NFL, it will be a top 5 defense from week 1. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you're putting a new offense in because offenses are easier to install than defenses. They just are.
And I talked to Packers fans too. I said with the switching of the defensive schemes, we were doing that during half the year to get used to it. I was like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's only when they're in the base. It's only when they're in the base. Packer fans have a way to mitigate everything so nothing affects them.
Yeah.
Because they're special. They're different. Oh, well, we're known for building quarterbacks. You've built one. Because Brett Favre, you didn't build. Oh, well, he didn't do anything in Atlanta. Well, he was there for a year. You learned something.
Yeah.
And granted, you've got 2. Okay, so let's say this guy's Jeff Garcia. Let's say Jordan loves Jeff Garcia. Okay, not bad. They'll be a decent team. But Jeff Garcia didn't get to the Super Bowl now, did he?
Nope.
So I think it's funny. Like they cry out how awesome these quarterbacks are. They got 2 rings to show for it. We've had a bunch of no names at quarterback have 1 ring.
Yep.
Makes you wonder. Now, I want to temper Bears fans. You've seen these too. Caleb, career projection. 5 MVPs, 3 rings. Hold the phone. Hold the phone, guys.
Yeah, you know my answer to that one. I'll keep it to myself, but everybody knows.
Well, I'm sure the Vikings fans watching on X right now, on Viking Rob VWO, got 35 of them watching on X right now, are probably going, what are these guys smoking? Yeah, we're not saying this.
No,
this is what other people are saying.
Not at all.
No.
That's all the homers out there. That ain't me.
Because Woody and I, we have no opinion on that stuff.
Nope. And like I said, I keep my thoughts to myself.
Yeah, we never speak our mind.
Nope.
So you think J.J. McCarthy, though, because we got all the Viking fans watching, now you think J.J. McCarthy, what's your week 4, you said? 5?
I say no, week 5 or 6. I say week 6.
I'll agree with that. I'll roll with that. I think that's a fair. I don't see Darnold having, but maybe 1 good game.
Depends on Addison too. What they're going to do with him. I mean, I can't see him having a 6-game suspension at all. But Hawkinson with his injuries, getting Aaron Jones, that could help the running game out a lot. That
if he can stay healthy,
boost their running game up. I think since Dalvin Cook was okay, but Adrian Peterson they're probably their best running back ever. But I don't see Sam Darnold doing shit.
No, I mean, because he's gonna try to force it. He's not, because if Addison's out and Hawkinson's out, he's gonna try to force plays to JJ.
Yeah, everybody's gonna double. He's gonna like what Fields did with Mooney. He's just gonna eye him up every play.
Now Mooney, I think he's gonna have a rebound year in Atlanta. Change of scenery. mentally, I think he's in the right place because he kind of got mind jacked in Chicago, thinking I'm the number one, and watched DJ, and you could tell he was in his head last year.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was terrible for drops and contested balls.
Atlanta's a scary offense.
Yeah.
If they, like I said, if Kirk Cousins uses Kyle Pitts like he should, that offense is going to be unstoppable.
So, do you think they beat Tampa for the division?
No,
in the South?
I think Tampa still comes out on top with that.
So we got 3 teams from the North going to the playoffs, possibly, and maybe 2 from the South?
Whew. I'd say one's coming out of the East, division winner.
Well, division winner, yeah.
Maybe 2.
But the wild cards,
it depends. What, there's 2 wild cards or 3? 3, okay.
3.
So I say Dallas, Philly will come out of the East. The South, probably Tampa and Atlanta. The West, of course, San Fran. That's tough to say. Believe it or not, this kickoff rule is going to might break some teams this year. I'm telling you.
I agree. I mean, that's the big X factor.
Look at the Commanders re-signing wide receiver Byron Pringle.
Ooh, big deal, big deal. Oh, I felt mad. I felt sad. JB wanted to talk on the morning show about whoever it was that re-signed for the Lions or wide receiver. Got a decent contract. And it's like, but no one cares. It's the Lions receiver that no one cares about, dude. It's like,
they re-signed Decker too.
That's what I'm saying. Re-signed Decker. It's like, who cares? I mean, it's not like the only guy that received over there they care about is St. Brown. Okay, so you gave an old guy Decker some money.
Yeah. So
I mean,
so tomorrow's morning show, just say, Woody wanted to bring out this massive breaking news that Nate Davis could be cut or traded.
With Larry Borum.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go to other teams and be all pros.
Yeah, no. Mustafer.
So I don't know. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Now, tomorrow night, guys, we are going to have a game on. We're going to have it on Mike the Bear Fan, not the pay side. For the preseason, we're going to put them on the open site. And once we get to the season, we'll move to Mike the Bear Fan subscription side. But starting a week from Wednesday, we should have Hard Knocks on the subscription side. Okay. It'll either be Wednesday or Thursday night. We'll air it because the shows come Tuesday, which means I'll probably get it Wednesday morning. So we either do it before Halas Hall Report or maybe right after Halas Hall Report on Wednesdays. We'll do a Hard Knocks screening on the pay side of Mike the Bear Fan on the subscription. Yeah, it's only $2.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. You're going to get, if you don't have access to stuff like Hard Knocks or Bears games, well,
I'll subscribe. Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, subscribe. I mean, it gives you access. You can watch it, and you're watching fellow Bears fans.
My opinion, maybe have Hard Knocks before our show so we have something to talk about.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. It just depends if I'm at the mercy of how I can source the show, put it that way. Yeah. So if the sourcing works great, we can do it before. But look, what I love about when we do the games, it's like watching at a Bears bar. You get the guys in the chat, we're all talking. It's like watching at a Bears bar instead of watching by yourself in your man cave. Now you can watch with a bunch of other Bears fans. So we'll be doing that on the subscription side of Mike the Bear Fan, excuse me. I'll show you guys really quick, actually, how to get there because it's really easy to do. Let me cue it up on.
Tell Jody that I deserve a man cave. You want to tell her? No.
I'll never see you anymore.
Hey, Woody, who doesn't have any opinions on anything, will never tell you what he's thinking.
Fuck no.
Needs a man cave. Because it's not fair that I have a man cave and he does not.
He's got the whole damn upstairs loft with a freaking huge TV that I don't even want.
75-inch TV. I want to go to 80. But
Oh, geez. All right, let me do this here. I got it. Okay, I don't know. It doesn't sound like an actual man cave to me, Woody. I think
I have. It's pretty. She let me decorate up here. I like
There's
it.
nothing up
Oh,
there.
okay.
For baseball bats shoved in a corner.
Yeah. I got my Devils wall over there. Bears, Yankees. That's all.
And I bought half the crap for you. A lot of it.
Woody's trying to get me in trouble with his wife. All right. Here you have the Mike the Bear fan page as you guys know it.
Have a good time.
Okay.
And for instance, oh look, there's Woody and I streaming live right now. So when you're on the page, go to here, hit the subscribe button. Now, you've already liked it, you're following us, hit the subscribe button. It's going to take you here. It's going to show you the subscriber group. We're going to give you exclusive content, exclusive videos. Hit subscribe. Here it is, $2.99 per month. Cancel anytime. Then from that point, once you're in your subscriber hub, you can go into the group. And here's what here's what it looks like. This is how you know you're at the right place. And that's actually the show we had Desmond Clark on in the morning. We'll have some more content stuff, but that's how you get to the subscription side. So, go ahead and get there before Hard Knocks, and next Wednesday, hopefully, we'll all be watching Hard Knocks together for an hour before the show. So if things work out right.
Desmond Clark was on that show. Is that when he shut up John Dorn and tore him up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You went at John. Yeah, that's Ken and Ken in the morning. Yeah. You went for the Packer fans. Yeah. That was a great show. So hopefully, if things go well on Wednesday of next week on the subscription side, we'll air Hard Knocks, right? Because next week's the 6th or the
Tuesday
7th. Yeah. So next Wednesday on the 7th. Hopefully at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, on the Mike the Bear fan subscription side, we'll watch Hard Knocks, followed by a Halas Hall report on the normal channels. That's what we're hoping to do.
So what do you say tomorrow, Ken? What's the score? I just froze. Ken, you there? You froze, buddy. Kenny boy. Kenny's having technical difficulties, but tomorrow, join us at Halas Hall Report, watching the game Bears versus Texans, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Kenny is still frozen.
Those bastards, they killed Kenny.
Yep. Like Jody says, those bastards, they killed Kenny. Well, Kenny, we have 2 minutes left. But like I said, tomorrow, Bears-Texans Hall of Fame game. No starters will be playing. We'll get to see Bajent. Hopefully he throws for 400 yards and starts game 1. Like I said, Ken, you probably agree with me. I said I want Bajent to throw 400 yards tomorrow, so he will start week 1.
I don't know about starting week 1, but on that wonderful take by Woody, who never has an opinion, and I never had an opinion, we want to thank you for not having an opinion here with us today. My internet decided to be mad at me, so I missed part of it. But hey, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you Sunday. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Be with us tomorrow night. We're watching the game live here tomorrow night as well. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you soon.
Bear down.
Bear down.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.